here, and so of course we're at the 780, and this is Los Feliz outside of Griffith Park, and I know you spend a lot of time going through this part of town. I do. Always look forward to having you on the show, so I'll let you tell your stories.
So, a lot of interesting stories happened to me on the bus, but I should confess even more fun stories or interesting conversations happened to me at bus stops. Just recently, I was in Los Feliz trying to get to work. I was around Hollywood and Vermont. And this man in a suit approaches me. When people approach me at the bus stops, I usually just say no, thank you, without listening to them. But that one morning, I was so tired and sleepy, so I guess I missed the moment when I could have stopped this in time. So the man comes to me, he gives me a piece of paper, and he says, look, this is a free personality test. Go online, fill it out, and then stop by a Church of Scientology in your district for results interpretation. That's when I realize what's happening. So I tell him, no, thank you. But he decides to insist. So he goes, look, what do you get to lose? It's free. How do you say no to free? Really, what do you get to lose? And that's when I say, look, I get to lose my precious time, so no, but thanks, no. He goes, look, do you even know how to use your time efficiently? Do you even know how to realize your full potential? Do you know that this test results will help you raise your IQ? Do you realize that? And that's when I say, look, right now all I want to do is raise my voice, not my IQ, seriously. And that's when he goes, okay, well, it's your loss. If you were smart enough, if your IQ was high enough already, you would have never said no to such a generous offer. Stay average. To which I say, okay, I'll stay average, but thanks. So when you run into people at bus stops, you usually never expect anything good from them. Ever. So certain stories just warm my heart. Like this one years ago when I was standing under the bridge, waiting for 217 bus, and this young man comes to me, and he's very young, maybe 13 or 14, and he says, look, I'm trying to get on a bus, I have no money, could you give me some change? He looked decent, like a decent teenager. I gave him $1, and then I was just standing there waiting for my bus, getting very annoyed because I was running late for a meeting with friends. I was there for about 30 minutes. Suddenly, he comes back to me 20 minutes later, and he goes, hey, I need some money for a school project. Could you give me $1? I'm thinking, what? I just gave him $1 for a bus ride. What's going on? So I get very annoyed, and I just turn away and don't listen to him. Most passengers come and go, so I'm probably the only one who is still there. So he didn't recognize me, and he made the third round and came back to me, and he said, hey, could you give me some money? I need to take a train to Orange County. And now I'm thinking, okay, I had enough. I'm going to yell at him or something. So I'm getting prepared to yell, but suddenly bus stops, and the really old man with a dog get out of the bus, come to the boy. The boy gets very excited, and he says, oh, look, the doggy looks better today. Is he really feeling better? And by the way, man, I got $15 for you. Here's some money for you for some dog food. And I'm like, oh, this is so rare. I almost cried because I was totally convinced he is collecting money from, I don't know, trying to get money for drugs, drinks, whatever. I couldn't have imagined he was getting money for some dog food for a homeless guy. So anyway, as I said, we always expect the worst, but maybe we shouldn't. Just recently, I was on an Expo Line train, and this guy gets in, and he looks like he's not feeling very well. So he just sits down and kind of stares around aimlessly. But one of the other guys on the train tells him, hey, why are you looking at me? Stop staring at me. Do you want to go outside? Do you have trouble with me? Let's get out. Fuck you. Stop staring at me. The other guy says, look, I'm so sorry, but I don't even know what I'm staring at right now. I just went to an eye doctor, and I have drops in my eyes, and I can't see anything. So I'm so sorry if I'm looking at you the wrong way. I was thinking now the guy wouldn't be convinced. I was half expecting a fight or like him hitting the other guy in the face. But he suddenly went, really? Oh, I'm so sorry, man. I can see that your eyes are so huge. I was thinking you're on drugs and were going to attack me. I'm so sorry. Do you need a ride somewhere? I'm parked in Vermont. I'm getting off the train soon. I can give you a ride anywhere. And the guy with the eye problem goes, no, my girlfriend's picking me up in downtown, but thank you so much for not starting a trouble or fighting me or anything. Like, thanks for understanding. And to that, the other guy says, nah, always happy to help a blind friend out. And what I'm trying to say here, of course we should always expect the worst, because terrible things happen every day, especially lately. But we should also hope for the best, and we should never assume that people try to harm us. And that's it for